welcome to all the Taurus people who have rising signs and ascendants in Taurus and the sun in Taurus and the moon in Taurus. Welcome for your first monthly horoscope of 2019 of January. Let's jump into it because there's a lot to say. It's eclipse time, and the first one, which is the eclipse on the 6th of January, is one in Capricorn. Now, why is that good for the Taurians and not that bad? Because Capricorn is an earth sign and you are an earth sign. So it really depends on the element, whether an eclipse is giving you a bit of a hard time or not. So for you, that eclipse around the 6th of January, of course, you'll feel it the whole month. And it's an eclipse of letting go of old structures. You will have the sun and the moon together in Capricorn, together with Pluto, with Saturn, with Mercury, all in a kind of a, it will be a very crowded house in your 9th house. And your 9th house is the way you think, the way you see the world. It's your perspective. So you might think, oh, Veerle, that's not too bad, you know, okay, letting go of old perspectives and then getting new ones. But it's one of the hardest things to do. And certainly for a Taurian, because Taurus people are known, because it's a very fixed sign, which is good. I mean, it's not good or it's not bad. It is what it is. It is a fixed sign, so it doesn't want to change that often. And not at all changing your perspective. So, but there might be happening something that relates to traveling, that relates to knowledge, that relates to foreign countries, that relates to publishing, studying, that there is some sort of a closure there. So for a lot of Taurians, it could mean that they're closing up a study, that they're closing up a certain area of life that has to do with publishing, that has to do with writing, speaking, learning, teaching, that they are closing up because it's an eclipse that has to do with the South Node. And the South Node is all about ending karma. It's all about it's the end of it and let go of it, of those structures. So the sooner you will accept that it is time for you Taurian people to have a bit of a new perspective, the easier this eclipse will be. If you're holding on to old beliefs, it's not so good. You're gonna suffer. So you better put up a bit of an open mind there to enjoy actually that you're going to see things in a different way. You know, a belief system can go from, maybe you've always were interested in just the classical conservative medicine world. And all of a sudden you're saying, you know, this is in your experiences, this is not enough. There must be another way. And then you're going towards maybe other, I hate the word alternative because it sounds like, yeah, you know, but maybe I'm going to look into phytotherapy, or maybe into herbalist stuff, or maybe into herbs or whatever that can complement and bring in a new knowledge. This is a very little thing, but it has to do with your mindset. It has to do with things changing in the way that you see things. So it's a very important eclipse for you, but it's not one that is going to be very hard and drastic because it's in a trine, in a good energy flow with your sun sign or with your ascendant or moon sign. So new look upon life for the Taurians. Great. Because it can be because something happens on a family level, because there's another eclipse on the 21st of January. Again, you're not going to feel these eclipses bang on those days. It's a bit of a mixture there. And it's another eclipse in Leo. And this is an eclipse of giving you something new, because the sun the moon will be in Leo. The moon will be in Leo, yes. My goodness, and the sun will be in Aquarius. Veerle, Veerle, Veerle. The moon will be in Leo and will be conjunct or very close to the North Node, which is, it's your destiny. It's new stuff coming in. And that comes from your 4th house. So you could be moving, could be having a new house, a new family member, all these things. So it's, and that could these two work together, of course. So it could mean for you, Taurus people, that because there is some change coming up for you in the future, because eclipses, they work for like 6 months and onwards. Sometimes even astrologers say that it's like consequences for a year. So there is definitely a new beginning on an emotional level, on a level of your home and a level of your emotional well-being, that there is something that becomes very clear for you, and that gives you changes in and letting go of some old beliefs. So you could be starting a family, for instance, and your belief of I'm alone and I have to take care of myself needs to go, and putting your family first instead of yourself. You know, that kind of thing could happen to you. Another thing that is happening but not so important for you, so I'm saying it very quickly here, is Jupiter in a square to Neptune. This has to do with beliefs that need to be broadened here. And for you, it has to do with, I talked about it a lot already in the last couple of weeks for you, that you have to be careful when you are doing business or money, especially on a financial level, when you're doing some investments with other people like friends. So another thing is, you can do it, but be careful that, you know, you have everything on a paper and all things become clear. Because Neptune is a bit of a foggy planet there. Having said that, for the Taurus people, when it comes to love, you know, it's nothing in particular here that is shifting, so which is good. I mean, you have Venus, Jupiter in your 8th house, so it's a good time for intimacy. It's a good time to really, really get very cozy with one particular person. And I wish you all the best for January. Now, thank you so much for watching. And if you're interested in astrology, I made a playlists on my YouTube channel. So have a look if you're interested. Maybe you can find some videos that you love. I put a lot of effort into structuring them. Hopefully you will find some videos that are interesting. And have a very good January. Thank you. Bye-bye.